Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I am Natalie Herbeck, and today we are spending the hour in historic downtown Millersburg. So we're just about an hour and a half from Cleveland in Holmes County. It is in the heart of Ohio's Amish country, but do not be fooled. Millersburg is home to many unique restaurants, eclectic shops, and even an award-winning brewery. There's truly something for everyone in this lively downtown. And our first stop is a unique home decor boutique that features old, new, and everything in between. This is Modern Farmhouse.
Modern Farmhouse opened 6 years ago. It was a decision of my husband and I. We actually have been in this building for 17 years now. I was employed at an old store that was here called Millersburg Furniture. It closed its doors in 2013, and we decided to open for ourselves. It's just been wonderful. I mean, we find all kinds of wonderful stuff. We actually have pickers that are on board with us. They will call us when they find something neat in, say, hey, are you interested in this? We kind of throw it out between the two of us to see what we could reincorporate or reinvent that out of. And that's where we bring into the shop and make it as unique as we can possibly do. A lot of times when people come in the shop, it's kind of fun because they'll come in the shop, they'll see the windmill, they'll see the silo top and go, oh my gosh, wow, this is one of the coolest shops we've ever been in. And I kind of giggle and say, that's the fun part of our job. Fun part of my job is changing everything. It gets changed often. We'll have pieces go out, new pieces come in. We kind of make a mess when we're reincorporating them, but we've kind of had the statement, out of messes comes beauty, and when it's done, it's kind of a little cute vignette that everybody enjoys and wants to see. Industrial ladders, you'll see, everybody likes to incorporate some of that nowadays in their house, so they'll use industrial ladders for bookcases. You'll see that we've done that in here to give somebody the inspiration. You'll notice we love windmills, so you'll see several of those done differently, ones to put on walls, freestanding, just anything to make your unique home into your little modern farmhouse. People have called Jim and I, which is hilarious, Chip and JoJo here of Holmes County. So we're actually a little bit of Millersburg's Chip and JoJo from Holmes County. So just that part of the design end of it, that it's just fun to help people create that look in their house.
I've been a woodworker my whole life, and I really enjoy working with old wood. And we have lots of barns in this area that have a lot of character to them. So we started, actually Tracy and I can kind of work with inspiration between each other and stuff. So we decided to start making some tables out of the century-old barn flooring because it's 2 inches thick, and I like a big, heavy top. And so we found a lot of unique bases for them, farmhouse style and like a picnic table style with a sawbuck on it. We've done some of those, so it's just fun to take some old wood and you know, plane it down and put it together, and even show a lot of the old character in the old wood, so that you know it doesn't feel and look like a new table at all, and there's something really unique about them.
I like to know where people are from. I like to know what brings them to Millersburg. Explain what cool things we have here in Millersburg. I mean, it is a quaint little town. Like I said, we've been in this town for 17 years now, and we love the people here. The shops here are wonderful. Everybody works together, so much fun from place to place. So it's just, I think it's for the people, it's for the fun. People will walk in and, you know, ooh and ah, like I said, but that's the fun part of my job, is creating. It's very easy for me to create with my partner that I have, because I can say, wouldn't this be cool? And he can say, we could do that. So he helps create that creativity in the shop.
That's part of the best part, you know, when you can see something that you created, you know, go into someone's home and say, you know, hey, you know, that's pretty cool, and think about, you know, their families and future, and they can keep it for, you know, a long time and cherish it, so.
Like many stores in Millersburg, Modern Farmhouse is located on Jackson Street, 56 East Jackson Street to be exact. Well, this is an old-time favorite brought back to life. Check out McKelvey's Pub.
Well, as we were growing up in Millersburg, this has always been like the bar, the place that everybody would go, and we have always loved it. And we would come in here ourselves, and then we decided it had closed, and we had decided that we wanted to bring it back to, somewhere to go to have fun. You can have birthday parties and come in with your friends after a hard day's work and just come in and relax. Or we have a jukebox, so that gets played a lot. Well, we have done a lot. We've brought the kitchen back because whenever we were kids, there used to be a kitchen that served food, so that was a number one. And then we have, different seating for families, so you could bring your kids in. This is our chef salad. They're very popular. You will not leave hungry, so it's good for the price. A lot of people share the salads. We have the tater tots with the cheese and the pulled pork and barbecue sauce. And then these are our Southern barbecue regular wings. We have 3 sauce choices. The Southern barbecue is the barbecue base, just a little spicy. Growing up, this used to have pizza in it, and that's what we knew. And so we wanted to bring pizza back. It is not the same pizza, but so we created our own. We make our dough fresh every day. Our sauce is a little sweet, but you can build your own, or we have specialty pizzas. They're very glad that somebody had done something with it and made it to what it is. Everybody here is like family, and they feel comfortable coming in and love the food and the atmosphere.
McKelvey's Pub is located on West Jackson Street. Now keep in mind, they're closed Sundays and Mondays. Coming up after the break, old world recipes from the heart of Amish country.
Millersburg is a heritage historic town, so we are very excited about our architecture, the beautiful old buildings, and the history behind Millersburg. Over the years, we've kind of grown and progressed, and now Millersburg kind of has something for everyone.
Welcome back to our road trip here in wonderful Millersburg. While you're walking around this quaint town, you are going to need to make a stop to eat, right? Well, if you're anything like me, this is the place that you have to stop. We are talking about Old World Bakery and Bistro, and I have Mandy with me. Thanks so much for having us in here.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
So it's not just about delicious baked products and goodies and treats like the cheesecake, but you have a bistro here, so you have a lot of great food options too.
Yes, we do.
So when people come in, it's obviously a very adorable little place.
Thank you.
You clearly want to make people welcome.
Yes.
So when it comes to the menu options, I know that aside from your awesome staff, the food is what really sets this place apart.
Yes, we pride ourselves with local meats and cheeses. We're very famous in this area, especially for the cheeses. And
You sold me.
and local vegetables when in season.
So look at what we have here in front of us today. The burger, I heard, was a huge hit on your menu. And then I saw it and I realized, okay, I absolutely understand why.
So we make all of our bread and buns right here in the house from scratch, as you can see. And also you can see our hand-dipped onion rings. We make our own batter. We cut the onions fresh and dip them to order.
Speaking of healthy, you have a great Cobb salad up there.
Thank you. We call that our Amish Cobb salad. And what differentiates that salad from any other Cobb salad is the potatoes and the corn. It's just kind of a fun twist for this area.
And it looks so pretty too.
Thank you.
And this is the chicken salad?
Yes, this is our chicken salad sandwich. It is made on our homemade cranberry walnut bread. The chicken is raised locally right here in the valley, and it's delicious.
And I ordered, and then I thought, well, why not show you too? Because I had to have some soup. So this is your chili.
This is our
so
chili.
You make soups daily, and you have
Yes.
daily specials.
Yes.
Wow, does this look good?
Yes. And on the weekends, we have our dinner specials are steaks and salmon, pastas. Everything's homemade. All of our sauces are homemade from scratch.
This is unbelievable.
Thank you.
That's unbelievable. I was debating between the French onion and this, and then I probably would have wanted one of each, but This is, I'll stop because I know I have to keep talking, but I'm gonna finish this when we're done talking. Because I can't forget about the cheesecake, and those are also made from scratch.
Yes, we love our cheesecake. It's, as you can see, a nice hefty piece.
Yes, it is.
We make our own graham crackers from scratch, and the crust is made out of our own graham crackers and butter, and our toppings.
Get out
are
of town.
homemade.
You gotta leave after you eat this. It's so good. Oh, wow. That is delicious.
Thank you.
We didn't even talk about the fact that they have live music here sometimes. There is so much that this little adorable restaurant and bistro has to offer, so come and see Mandy. Get some of their great sodas too, because I know you have great sodas as well.
Yes, we have our Italian soda. It's our own twist. It's our own flavored soda with cream in it, and it's just delightful.
And grab a pastry to go and a piece of cheesecake if you don't get one while you're here. It is worth it. Let me tell you, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I don't want to leave. But we do have to take you to our next stop, and that is called the Jenny Wren.
Jenny Wren.
I actually started painting furniture, and that just led into what is now the Jenny Wren. We have 100 families that are mostly Ohio-based, and even a large saturation here locally in Holmes County or surrounding counties. When they sign on with us, they sign on exclusively with us. And then we have some that are out of state as well that want to work with us. It's a nice mix of Amish, English, and Mennonite families. They're small batch creators. Everything is one or two of each style or piece, not mass produced. I choose everything that we have in our storefront, Dan and I do, and we take that challenge very seriously. Quality and price point have to match, so we choose items that are of the highest quality at the best price for the consumer. Merchandise changes very quickly because our price points are so good, and it's one of a kind, so there's one or two. Things move and then we bring in new things. So we are literally a store that if you see it and you love it, you need to buy it and take it home. Because most generally, the tire kickers that wait are the ones that are very disappointed to come back and it's gone, that item's gone. We have Amish made furniture that's new, and then we have a line of what we consider upcycled, and that's gonna fit more of maybe the farmhousey, shabby chic type line. And those are antique pieces that are high quality antique pieces that are then refurbed and paint put on and just made magnificent. So we just work on breathing new life into old things. We have a wonderful line of skincare. That is our Rock Bottom Soap Company. That comes out of Kentucky, and that's a family-owned business. They actually have the goats where they get the goat's milk. Just really sweet people, and we love that line. It'll make your skin baby soft. It's just a really great line. Everybody loves our rug line, and we've actually got two different rug lines in the store. The one rug line is made from upcycled sheets. The other line is an Amish created line. They're hand loomed. Those rugs come in 3, 4, 5, and 6 foot. We have multiple jewelry lines. We have leather earrings that are created here in Holmes County. We love her. Her stuff sells really well. We have leather bracelets that everybody really loves. They've got really neat inspirational sayings on them and nice gifts to give to a girlfriend. And then we have an upcycled jewelry line, and that creator works with estate jewelry, and she takes it and breaks it down and makes all new with that. We love our customer base. It's very lighthearted in here, and we love to get to know them. Where are they from? What are they coming in for? You know, are they curious about a particular line? And most everybody that comes in once will come in multiple times. Millersburg is my hometown, and I dearly, dearly love the people in my hometown, but I also love the people that are coming in to tour my hometown. I think that Millersburg is a hidden jewel in Ohio's Amish country. Everybody equates Amish country to one specific area of the county, but then Millersburg is so artisan driven and just so organic, and the shop owners are just really sweet, and most of them are really good at interacting with their customer base and just in their storefronts, so it makes it fun.
The Jenny Wren is located on West Jackson Street. They're open Wednesday through Saturday. Coming up, where you can find 35 different types of cheese under one roof.
One of the greatest things about Millersburg is we have our own rails to trails. And on any given day, you can ride your bike through rails to trails and you're right alongside of an Amish buggy or an Amish when going to their job on their bike. Rails to trails, you might run into some, local wildlife, whether that's cranes or turtles and the occasional snake that goes across the rails. But that is just a great part of Millersburg.
Welcome back here to New Day Cleveland and our road trip to Millersburg. It is time to have a little bit of fun. I'm already wearing some of the toys here. We are at the Village Toy Shop. Kristen, this place happens to be, I would think, a kid's dream come true.
It is, yes.
I mean, I don't know if you could, I'm worried about you bringing the kids in the store because you might not get them out of the store.
I'm worried about bringing my own too, so.
And there's so many reasons why. One of them being, and if you want, we can take a little stroll because there's
Sure.
I mean, I'm wearing some wearable, toys. These, what were these called? These were like squishies. I used to call them
squiglets.
So these are squiglets, so you can wear these fun bracelets. I saw them and I had to have them. But the big thing here that is all up on the walls, everywhere I look, is this Melissa and Doug line.
Yes.
Now, for someone who's not a parent, I really wasn't aware of this, but parents need to know about the Melissa and Doug line.
Melissa and Doug is huge, yes.
So why is it so big? What makes it so different?
They design their toys kind of around simplicity and allows the children to play with a toy and build upon that with their imagination. So like they will get a set of blocks and instead of just building a tower with blocks, they will give them ideas to build a town with blocks and do just build upon that with their imagination.
And I've always, now when I'm starting to learn about this a little bit more, the construction of and the quality of these products are different than what you're normally going to find.
Yes, they are very well made. They are made with the longevity built into it. So there may be toys that, they're wooden toys, so they can last for 10 years.
You say wooden toys. I was looking around. A lot of these, it doesn't look like you even need batteries for some, for most of the toys that are in your store.
I think there are things, there may be a couple puzzles that make sound that you might need a battery, but that's about it. It allows the children to just use their imagination, which is kind of hard to come by when
It is easy. So basically, if you walk into some of the big box stores, you will never find things that you're going to find here.
We try and get those odd ones that kind of, that will,
I think, really make the kids' imagination, as you mentioned, just flourish. Puppets are huge for you. Who knew? But I guess thinking about it as a kid, I enjoyed playing with puppets. But the puppets are huge.
Puppets are huge. I could not keep them in stock last Christmas. So every time I ordered, I had to order more puppets. They flew off the shelves last Christmas.
And I saw on the other wall here, you have a lot of board games too.
Board games are big. In this area, that's a nice family activity. They will come in and you can buy board games for children, but then we also have adult board games like Monopoly and Life and some of the board games that you grew up playing.
And then you can't forget about the giant stuffed animals. Look at this little guy right here. You have them all over the place too.
We do.
Are these a big hit?
They are.
Yep. I can only imagine.
We have like a elephant and flamingo and giraffes and unicorns and kangaroos and
When you think of what a kid would want, maybe whether it be for Christmas or Easter or just a birthday, you can find it here. And they even you have a little section with like all the little trinkets and toys where it's something small that you can incorporate into a larger gift too.
Right, very good.
Let me tell you, bring the kids, don't bring the kids, it's up to you, but they are going to love a gift from here when you come to Millersburg. Thank you so much for having us in your store.
Thank you for coming.
I'm getting one in each color. There's more of these back there too. All right, we are going right now to this place that is so great. It's just outside of town and they have great Amish goods there.
Basically, our meats and cheeses is what people come in for. And then baked goods is a big hit.
In the deli, we have all sorts of meats and cheeses. We have like 35 different kinds of meats and 35 different kinds of cheese. And we have a very popular like Holmes cheese that we just go out and get in 50-pound blocks and cut it up. But we also have Heine's cheese, Pearl Valley cheese, Guggisberg cheese. We have been blessed with a lot of good lunch customers, got a lot of good local customers and also out-of-towners that they come in. We make our sandwiches with a lot of meat and cheese in. We have sub sandwich, Italian sandwiches, ham sandwiches, and through the winter months we have like soups and hot sandwiches as well.
Bakery is a big thing here. People love to come in here for sourdough bread, and the spelt bread is also a big hit because it's a better gluten in there. She does a lot of cookies. On Tuesdays we always have free coffee and cookies, so that has really opened the door to selling cookies. So she's doing ginger snaps today, she did monster cookies, and she does like decorated buttermilk cookies. She does lots of pies. On Thursday she usually does pies, and then Fridays maybe too if she gets more orders, but usually we just do that towards the end of the week. So we have a lot of different varieties of flours. Everybody has their own flour they like to work with, so we have some of the healthier flours like the almond flour. A lot of people are into almond and coconut flour, and potato flour, those kinds of things. And then just the Thesco is a big thing here in this area. And then we have all the spices, like they're just in small amounts and people just like to buy it that way. The flower shop moved in here about a year after we were in. We had that area as like just other merchandise. She came to us and asked if she could move her flower shop in here. She was from Kilbuck. And we were like, yeah, sure, that would be great. And so she sells a lot of flowers out of there, and she's here most of the time, but some days she's not, and then we just run it through our register for her. So we just felt like we have something to offer here in this town, which there was nothing in this town exactly like this. We have a grocery store and we have a Walmart, across the street, but our thing is we like to offer good customer service, and we feel that's about the only way we can be different from them.
Every year, a couple times a year, I give free soft serve ice cream away to the schools. Last year I gave like close to 2,500 tickets away, which that helped us a lot. But if you see this on Fox 8 News and just tell us that you've seen it on Fox 8 News, that we'll give you a soft serve ice cream cone.
I would say the biggest thing to me is still a customer that's happy with the product they bought. That's still a big thing to me. And then just reaching out to our community is big to us too. Like that was part of our vision, is to, make a difference in the community.
Trailside Deli is located a little over a mile south of downtown Millersburg on State Route 62. They're closed on Sundays. Coming up, award-winning beer in downtown Millersburg.
This is our beautiful courthouse that was built in 1885, and it's just the hub of Millersburg. We have our movies on the courthouse lawn here that's free to anybody who wants to come. It's a beautiful part of Millersburg, and we really want to bring it in and make sure it's part of our community.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland and our road trip from downtown Millersburg. Now, this started out as a labor of love in the basement of a 1920s building, and now it's an award-winning brewery. This is Millersburg Brewing Company.
Well, it was a collaboration between my father, Bill Baker, and my husband, Brian Patton. We thought it would be a nice addition to downtown Millersburg. We had Begg Sports Pub next to us. We thought the craft brewery world was starting on the up and up. So we thought this would be a good addition, especially for tourists to come in town and see what we have to offer. At first when we started, we had 6 beers on tap. We now offer 20 beers. Everything is made in-house, so it's really shocking to a lot of people that everything is made in this facility. We also didn't have food when we first started, and now obviously we offer quite a few different dishes, and hopefully we will be adding more in the future. So underneath us is really the magic of the whole brewery. It is our production facility. Our brew house is down there, fermenters, bright tanks, everything, and then we have a building behind us that houses our canning facility. Marty Linden is our brewmaster, and he's been with us since day one. He's very, very important to us. Nothing goes out of here without tasting, testing, and making sure it's top quality. It's the most important part of our business staying alive, I believe so. We have our full loaded nachos, which are a crowd favorite here. There's a beef barbacoa and beer cheese and all the fixings to go along with that. We have a chef salad here that's beautiful, just looks gorgeous and just tastes just as good. And then we also have our pretzel sticks and beer cheese. Our beer cheese is made in-house. We use our own beer for that, which is really tasty. And this is our Boss Hog barbecue, which is a pork sandwich, which is really tasty. We offer, like I said, 20 different varieties here. This is a sample flight of 4, so if you're not sure of what you would like, this would be perfect for you, to sample a few different varieties and see what, your taste buds like. And obviously we offer pints, and we also have mugs for Mug Club members as well. The cranberry mule here is very unique. We did a take on the Moscow mule, but then added some cranberry to it, and it's delicious if you're a mule fan like myself. We have a peanut butter porter that is a big hit out in the market as well as here. A lot of ladies love that. So it's kind of a wide variety. Lot 21 Blonde's always a very popular beer in-house. It's a great beer for those who are used to drinking the macro beers to kind of switch over a little bit to the craft brewery world. Our French Ridge IPA is the bestseller outside of here and throughout the state. Some seasonals that we have this year are the Tangelicious, which is a tangerine ale, which is a really light beer for the summer, which is great. And our New England style IPA, which is a hazy IPA, and that's very popular right now in the craft brewery world. We get people from all over the world, actually, country, United States, as well as of the world, but a lot of people are here visiting the Amish or seeing the Amish, and so they are so happy to have a place to come drink beer. And we also offer wine and liquor as well if the beer is not their thing. So, and it's just a nice way to unwind after a day of being a tourist.
Millersburg Brewing Company is located on East Jackson Street. They're open 6 days a week, including Sundays. They are, however, closed on Monday, so keep that in mind when you're making your trip here. Okay, she is an Amish country native with an eye for design. This is Cottonwood Shanty.
We started Cottonwood Shanty about 4 years ago. I started our home blog, and so about a year later I knew I wanted to sell a product. My background, I have a little bit of wedding photography in, and so I knew I wanted to sell a product, and that's whenever I came up with the idea of the paper scrolls for wall art. So they're big wall art, and basically it's just words and beautiful quotes that are printed on brown craft paper. And they just roll up and they look like a big calligraphy scroll, and it's beautiful, kind of timeless and elegant. So some of our popular scrolls are like the broke bread scroll, our home scroll, just talking about the home and it's where love resides. Just beautiful inspirational quotes of love and inspiration. So we have customs, and basically how that works is they choose between our mini size or our regular size, and they can choose their font, and then once they choose their font, they can just let us know the quote, and then so we just kind of go back and forth and they can get something custom. It's just nice to see their first initial reaction whenever they walk in the store. I love seeing how inspired they are, and I love just seeing that first reaction whenever they see the scrolls or all the other decor and that kind of thing. We carry linen bedding that's really beautiful. We just have candles. We have a pet squirrel, and he was rescued about 3 years ago, and Douglas is loved by so many. People follow Cottonwood Shanty because of Douglas. Yeah, he's just really cute, and so we have a bunch of squirrely items in the store. We really feel like Millersburg is on the upswing, and we love seeing more life in downtown. And so we just felt like it was prime time here in town. And so we bought the building a couple years ago, and it was just perfect timing with how everything lined up that we wanted to expand more and just have a location that people can come visit. So over 4 years, I've really evolved in my vision for what I want to be doing. Like I said, it started out as a home blog and kind of went into more of a product, which is great. But now I'm really finding myself kind of going into interior design, which is just another aspect of design that I love. I just love creating, and I think that really shows through with our store and product.
Cottonwood Shanty is located at 65 West Jackson Street. Alyssa is open Tuesday through Saturday at 10 a.m. Coming up after the break, fashionable clothing for women of all sizes.
Millersburg has a more eclectic look to it. We're really into refurbished, reused items. Our antique stores are absolutely amazing. You can find anything in there that you're looking for. And but the shops themselves have such artisan feel to them. You can talk to the owner, and that owner, in most cases, has something to do with the production of what they're selling.
Welcome back to our road trip here in Millersburg. Ladies, you are going to love this stop. We are here at Farmhouse Frocks. Lena, I love your store, and I'm not the only one. I know that you have a huge following here, not only in Millersburg, but beyond. And one of the best things about your store is that from the moment you walk in, you feel inspired. And I know that was one of your main goals.
Yes. Did you feel that?
There's positivity everywhere around your place.
I think so many women have a misconception of their relationship with their clothes and their body image, and we're really trying to change that. And we really cater to all size women, and all of our clothes are made here in the community. My daughters and my two daughters and I, we design all of the clothes. And
you design everything.
Yes.
And then you have great seamstresses locally making these.
Yes. So we are really passionate about empowering the maker to the consumer.
And wait until you see some of these pieces. I have to grab this off the rack really fast just to show you. This is one of your shirts.
Yes.
And so how would you describe the type of clothing you have in the store?
I would say cottage style. And it's just,
this is beautiful.
It's very comfortable to wear and flattering to all size women. So if you buy this for you, Natalie, as
I
a
might
small,
have to do that.
yes, then it also fits me. The exact same shirt will fit a size small to a 3X.
Wow. So really, it is, when you say something for everyone, it's great range.
That's how I started my clothing, is I wanted to have cute clothing, and I didn't have cute clothing, so I made the clothing that would look good on me.
It's endless in here, the possibilities you can have. I love that it's not just about clothes. You can come in and buy something like a bracelet.
Accessories.
And again, you see inspiration in your bracelets.
And everything is American made or locally made.
So you have the jewelry. I know you have the handbags. I wanted to hit on the handbag section.
I want to tell you, everything that all our textiles, I personally hand pick everything. So the fabrics I have to hand pick and touch and feel, because it has to be soft and it has to be comfortable. So likewise with the bags, I hand picked the leather myself. We designed the bags, and then we have a local Amish guy making them.
Isn't this so neat? So the best thing about this too is, say you come down here to Millersburg once and you can't always get back, or say you can't get down here to begin with, you can still get her great clothes,
Yes,
right?
we have a thing, I think everything's changing nowadays where you have to go with the change of times, and people are used to buying stuff on Amazon and getting it the next day. And so we have same day shipping. Everything that's in the studio is available to you online.
I thank you so much for having us in here.
Thank you for coming. I really loved having you here in Millersburg. It's such a little treasure.
It is.
We're at 45 West Jackson, and we're in downtown Millersburg. We're in this historic old building that used to be a clothing store, and now it can be a clothing store again. It's like you come to work and you know you're making a difference not only in your community but to women all over America.
And you are.
Thank
And you
you.
really are an inspiration yourself.
Thank
Lena,
you.
thank you so much for having us
Thanks
in
for
here.
coming, Natalie.
Okay, well, like I said, you want to make it a day trip, maybe you want to make it a 2-day trip. Well, there is a great hotel right around the corner, so we're going to check that out now.
First of all, Hotel Millersburg has been here since 1847, 172 years. We are the third oldest continuous progress hotel that I can find in Ohio. And everything in our hotel is period to the Victorian era back in the late 1800s. All of our rooms are decorated according to that period. We have antiques throughout the place, about 750 antiques. And the place looks like the uniqueness that it is. From the time most people walk in, if they've never been here, they just their eyes just sort of pop out, and it's like, oh my gosh, I never even realized this was here. We'll get people off the streets and they walk in and say, what is this building? You know, I've never been in here. And they come in and it immediately feels like home. Well, we do have the 32 rooms for our hotel, but we also have 3 meeting rooms where people can come in. We have quilting or crafting retreats coming in. We have people coming for a room with a high school reunion, with a wedding rehearsal, with a girls' night out, meetings of businessmen in the area. They can use any of those rooms, availability obviously, and that would lead them back into our courtyard and our dining room. Now the courtyard, back in the 1900s, or 1990s rather, the courtyard was redone and put bricks in, etc., and made it a nice little place for picnic tables and whatever. But early on in our history, that courtyard was where they brought in the buggies and the carts, and what is now our dining room, way back when, was stables where they brought the horses in. We've cleaned it up a bit. The good thing about our hotel is we have a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're open weekdays until 9 or 10 o'clock, and we have a full bar all of those nights. We're also the only place that I know of in Millersburg that has a good sit-down breakfast on Sundays. So we get a lot of people who come from other hotels or bed and breakfast, and they want to come here for Sunday breakfast. We're here. Nobody else in town is. The guest rooms that we're going to look at today, 2 of them are in the newer section of the hotel. The third one we'll see is in the old section of the hotel. They're all different. One has a lot of windows with a double queen, or queen beds, 2 of them, and it's called our deluxe room. Another one we see is one of the favorite rooms in the hotel. We get more people calling about wanting room 212 than any other, and it's because it has one whole wall of brick. The most important thing that I always hear is the friendliness of the staff. And our guest book out here would attest to what people write us, or when they send us a note online, they almost always talk about the friendliness of the staff, the fact that everybody is around there for every guest, and that we will listen to every request that is needed, whether it's shampoo and toothpaste or it's a complaint. And we'll listen to it and we'll take it into account, whatever we need. But it's the people who work here who make the Hotel Millersburg.
Hotel Millersburg is located in the heart of downtown at 35 West Jackson Street. Coming up, we will explore one of the many antique shops here in Millersburg.
We've got everything you need. We have wonderful restaurants, hotels. We've got all kinds of things to do, whether you're coming down on the weekend or not. Live entertainment, and you can explore from Millersburg. Use this as your hub, and then explore the different areas out around us.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland and our road trip from downtown Millersburg. So there are several incredible antique shops here, and we had the chance to visit Starlight Antiques.
Starlight Antiques. My mom and dad had a store in Shreve, Ohio in the 80s, and so it just felt pretty natural to open our own store here in Millersburg. We have a lot of furniture, and most of our furniture is all old. Some is reclaimed. Industrial metal is changing all the time, so we try to really keep up current with that. Again, birdhouses, planters, lights. We have the very traditional red truck that everybody sees at Christmas time. You can use that all year long with plants in it outside right this time of year, so it doesn't have to be just Christmas. We have a lot of lanterns and lighting, containers of every sign, and a lot of vintage, new signs put on vintage wood. Even though we're an antique store, we want to appeal to everybody who walks in the door. So the different colors fit with the seasons and with the decor that you're seeing in other popular magazines or different TV shows and such. So we try to keep very current in our merchandise. And the displays also. Most of the furniture is antique, but it is all for sale. Even if it is considered a display piece, it is all for sale in the store. I have customers tell me it changes daily, but weekly is more like it. My husband Phil and I are down here in the evenings after the store closes, changing out merchandise and displays. We have 2 staff members who work for us who are excellent with displays. So anytime you walk in the store, you will be able to find new vintage items and new industrial items throughout the store weekly. Over the years, we've met some really nice customers. It's always nice for them to come back and tell us that they bought a piece of furniture or they found the perfect gift for their family or themselves. So that's really nice. Millersburg is a wonderful community to visit or to live in. A lot of small independent shop owners, and we really like that. Phil and I have owned a store for almost 30 years, or a business of almost 30 years, so we've been very lucky to work together, and I can actually say that I work with my best friend, and he happens to be my husband.
Well, I sure hope you have had a great time visiting historic downtown Millersburg. I know that we have. This has been a wonderful day. Remember though, this is just an hour and a half from Cleveland in beautiful Amish country. We have barely scratched the surface of things that you can do in Holmes County, but here's an idea. Let Millersburg be your home base to get out and explore the beautiful Amish country. Actually, there's so much to do, you might need to book 2 nights. For New Day Cleveland, I'm Natalie Herbeck. Thanks so much for joining us.